still pulling up the lineups. And we'll be getting that as we get the first pitch in for a ball. Pitching today for Coastal, number 7, Rihanna Johnson, out of Jackson, Alabama. Jackson pitcher Rihanna with a down and low pitch in the dirt. We go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Have the leadoff for John Logan, number 27, Lila Hess. John Logan coming to us. This will be their opener. They lost to Lakeland last year, 6-3 in the finals to advance to the World Series. They finished with a 49-11 record. As that pitch paints the inside corner to go full. They are from Carterville, Illinois. Long trip down. Catching a doubleheader today. And the swing and the miss. Strikeout recorded for out number 1. They're coming down here with a doubleheader. And then they'll be heading down to Pensacola this evening, and they'll be playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's a base hit delivered by number 10 on a roller. And that'll be the first hit of the season for John Logan. And the first hit of the game. So Rihanna Johnson is a swing and a miss. Rihanna Johnson is a freshman from Clark Prep. Again, out of Jackson, Alabama. The 0-1 in the dirt. Nice pitch to slide on. And to steal on, I apologize. Still a little rusty. It's early in the season for us. For Rolla, and Rolla gets her first stolen base of the season. But a change up in the dirt and a nice pitch to pick to go on. We've got a 1-1 count with 1 out here. Johnson hits the outside corner for a called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit further outside, see if she'll go after it. She takes the pitch. It goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that pitch is going to be low. And in the dirt, not blocked by the catcher. It's going to be a pass ball. Rolla's going to move to third base. This is Skylar Rachel at the plate. And she's going to take an outside pitch on the corner for a called strike 3. That's going to bring the cleanup up. Number 15, Katie Futrell. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Over to first. She's going to beat it out for an infield hit and an RBI to put John Logan up 1-0. So Futrell with a hit shortstop. It's a little bit damp out here. Got a little bit of rain, so ground a little bit wet. A little slow roller and she's able to beat it out and get the RBI. And here she goes to the second with a stolen base, and the second stolen base of the game. So Johnson got the slow roller, but didn't get the benefit of the close call at first base. She misses outside. Go 2 balls and no strikes. Lefty digs in. Kylie Irwin at the plate. Count 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1-0 lead for Logan. Runner on second. The 2-1 pitch. Be outside for ball 3. Runs count of 3 balls and 1 strike. For the freshman from Clark, Rihanna Johnson. Base hit to center. There could be a play at the plate. The wet ground kind of holds it up, and there's no play at the plate. She brings it into second base. And Kylie Irwin drives in through trail to put the runner score to 2-0, and that'll be their 3rd hit of the game. A nice solid ball to center in between short and second, just over the second base, into the grass, and just kind of died there. Center field came in, obviously with 2 outs, Futrell running on contact. And, first pitch, 0-0. Jordan Ming is low and inside, 4 ball. Strike call there. One count. Change up. Got it across the plate. Nice pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. An outside pitch called strike 3 on the corner. Called to complete the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Go to the bottom of the first. 2-0 Logan. All right, welcome back to action. Single by Coastal. Trying to get everything together here. I apologize. So Mary Grace Watley, number 3, the shortstop, with the base hit to start off for Coastal. Swing and miss on high pitch. Looked like a rise ball. Lauren Leninham pitching today. Draws pop-up. It's going to hit. We're going to go down to first, but it's going to be late, and that's going to be a base hit. Single for the second batter, Jade Allen.
Now batting number 22, Destiny Holmes.
The right fielder. It's going to bring up Destiny Holmes, first baseman. She's going to hit a foul ball in play. Catcher with a Willie Mays basket catch. Four out, number 1. Two on. Change up, misses high. Going to bring up the pitcher, Brianna Johnson. 1-0 count, 1 out. Runners on first and second. That pitch is going to miss low and inside. And Johnson with a 2-0 count. Runner in scoring position. Here in the bottom of the first. Linehan misses outside. Runs count 3-0. Lydia Brewer, the DP, on deck. Three-0 count. Wind up in the pitch. Hit the inside corner. Strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Logan. Pitch hit hard, shortstop. He's got a third. We'll get the out. That's going to be Bala. Over to Ming. Draw the second out of the inning. He's going to bring up number 18, Lydia Brewer. Runners on first and second. Let's see what Brewer can do here. Swing, hits one hard down the line. Foul. And the coach is going to call a timeout and round her. Or she's just going to talk to the pitcher. And just the pitcher, not even the pitcher and the catcher. There we go. Talk to the pitcher and catcher real quick. Take a quick pause.
Now we're back on, and the pitch is going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Let's see what Brewer can do here. Swings through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You've got Allen on second, Johnson on first. Wind up the pitch. It's going to miss low. Runs it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind up. Pitch in the air. Shortstop's going to come over and play it right on the line to record. Out number 3. We've completed 1. We'll move to the second inning. Central Alabama with 2 hits but no runs. It's 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. First pitch of the inning, it's going to go to shortstop. She's going to cut it off. And she transitioned there from the dirt to the grass. Took a little bit of a funky fall. And coach is going to come out and check on her. She grabs her knee. We're going to take a second real quick as the coaches go over to talk to their hitters for Logan and give her some time. It's just that transition from the dirt to the grass, especially on this. And it's not a really wet playing field, but it is wet out there. She's trying to walk it off and stretch it out. And the coach looks like she is going to be making a substitution here. For Watley. And we'll take a real quick pause to get everything settled. We get all the information. We'll let you know what the changes are. All right, we're back in first pitch. It's going to miss outside. Got a runner on first with a base hit. We got the substitutions. Holmes moved over to shortstop. Avera entered the game in Watley's spot. Miss outside and a throw down misses as well. And Griggs moves over to center field. So we'll get everything reset and actually go over the lineup for you. As Holmes, I said, moves over to center, and that'll leave Allen in right field to complete the outfield. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. So you got Avera, Griggs, and Allen now in the outfield. 2-1 count. Johnson has a swing and a miss. And the strikeout for Johnson to record out number 1. So we'll set the infield now as Freeman at catcher, Holmes on first, Peters on second. Another Holmes on short, and then Williams on third and Johnson pitching. Base hit. And going to be cut. Not. It's going to get to the fence. Center fielder cuts it off right at the fence, and that's going to be a double sliding in. It's going to score a run coming from first base for John Logan and move the score 3-0. Soft slap back to the pitcher. It's going to move the runner. And they're going to get the Johnson to Holmes for the second out of the inning. It's 3-0 here in the top of the second. Swing and fouled into the dirt. Oh, 1 count. Short hopper to the short. She's going to get it over to first to Holmes and record the third out of the inning. We're going to move to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Logan. All right, welcome back to Monroeville, Alabama. 3-0 Logan College out of Illinois. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Delana Peters second baseman. Comes to the plate. It's a check swing, fouled off. She's going to swing and foul it off into foul territory. And the count's going to go to 0-2 on Holmes. Swing and fouled into the dirt and back to the fence. It's 0-2 count. It's Peters leading off the inning. Jalea Williams on deck. Alyssa Holmes in the hole to start off the inning here, the bottom of the second. It's going to be a short chopper. Back to the pitcher, Lauren Linehan. She records the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up number 20, Jalea Williams, the third baseman. Will wind up in the pitch. Lifted up in the center field. Ball's got some distance, and nice diving play by the center fielder. Number 3, Desney Hilp. Desney Hilp with a going back toward the wall, deep, probably about 210, 215. She makes a diving play at it and takes a hit away from Jalea Williams to record out number 2. And give Lauren Linehan a little bit of help in the field. Two out count. Caught the inside corner. 4 strike 1. Nice changeup. Froze the batter, number 2, Alyssa Holmes. Holmes started off the game in center field and moved to shortstop when Watley took a bad fall at short. She's going to miss high. They're going to check it, and she did not go according to the first base umpire. This is a 1-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Popped up. Catcher's got a beat on it, but comes back on her. And it's going to be a foul ball. Keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind up in the pitch. Nice change. She swung, but she couldn't quite figure it out. And that's going to end the second inning. We're going to move to the top of the third. It's 3-0 Logan. All right, welcome back. We got a Wally back in the game. We'll reset that defense here shortly for you. It's Logan, the batter, number 7, Skylar Rachel, with Rihanna Johnson continuing on in the circle. It's going to be a hard hit ball down the line, but it's going to go foul. The notorious long strike. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Rachel hitting in the cleanup spot, or I'll take that back, the number 3 spot. Futrell on deck in the cleanup. Then Kylie Irwin in the hole as count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball hit short. Holmes takes care of it. Fires it over to Destiny Holmes to record the first out of the inning. That ball to second base, hard hit ball, not able to be handled by Delana Peters. She gets it back to the pitcher. I mentioned earlier, Watley came back into the game. She went to center field, and then Griggs moved back over to left field. So the infield does stay the same. Oh, 1 count. Ball outside. Catcher's not able to handle it. Futrell is able to move to second base easily. And Irwin digs in. Hard hit ball down the line. It's going to be ruled foul. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes as Logan starts to get their second look at the pitch and seem to be making just a little bit better contact. Hopefully Johnson can make some adjustments. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd, and she's going to miss outside trying to get her to chase. It's a little bit too far out to try to get a chase there. She's going to need to tighten it up a little bit. Moves it to 2-2. As Irwin digs in. A wind up in the pitch. Change up, fouled off. And she's worked to her 7th pitch here. Moved herself into a quality at bat with Futrell on second base. A wind up in the pitch. It's fouled off by Irwin. That's going to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're pushing the 10th pitch here. 1 out. Hit hard. Falls in front of the right fielder. The coach holds up Futrell and Irwin with a base hit. A nice at bat. It's going to bring up Jordan Ming. Throw gets away there. Kind of goes into no man's land. Runner moving to second. Able to move to third after the errant throw. Gets a runner in. We're going to move this to 4-0. One out. And a ball in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. 4-0 lead for Logan. Kylie Irwin sitting on third base. Jordan Ming at the plate. That's going to be right into the right field as well. That one is going to be ruled fair. Ming's going to hold up at first, but that's going to drive in Kylie Irwin. He's going to run the score to 5-0 here in the top of the third. Monroeville, Alabama, here at beautiful campus of North, Coastal Alabama. Coastal Alabama, the North Campus. 1 out. That's going to bring up number 11, Audrey Upton, the first baseman. That's going to be hit. The right fielder getting a lot of work today. And that's going to work its way foul. Go to 0-2. With 1 out. Oh, 2 count. So the changeup. And if she's not going to hit it, that's exactly where the pitcher's probably going to want it, a hard line drive, but in foul territory. And the count remains 0-2. Oh, 2 count. That's going to be fouled off short to right fielder for another ball she's got to track down. Nothing else. She's getting her exercise over there. We're going to get a ball change here. In case you're just joining us, it's John Logan out of Carterville, Illinois. They're playing their first game of the year. They were 49-11 last year. After this, they'll be heading down to Pensacola for the weekend. We got Coastal Alabama, the North Campus, pitching the ground. It's going to be a ball call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. They were 11-47 this last year, but they were 9-23 in conference. So took on a tough schedule out of conference. This ball goes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is JockJive.com. JockJive.com. Follow us on YouTube. Give us a subscription. Follow us all through various games in the state of Alabama. Count runs full. Johnson with the delivery. It's going to miss inside. That's going to put runners on first and second. For number 4, Trista Moore, the left fielder. One out. Brianna Johnson out of Clark Prep trying to work her way out of this. It's a hard line drive to left center. That's going to score another run for Logan. Run the score to 6-0. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. We'll run a commercial real quick right here. Get all the info, and then we'll relay it back for you. Coming back from the break from JockJive.com. This is Craig Howard with Central Alabama North. All right, welcome back. Got a couple of substitutions. Madison Favre in the game in the circle. And we've got on first base Lydia Brewer, who was the DP, has entered the game defensively. And then Destiny Holmes replaces Madison Freeman behind the plate. Brianna Johnson comes out of the game. I'm not sure if she comes out of the offensive lineup as that pitch misses inside as well. So Favre in to pitch. 6-0 Logan. Runners on first and second. One out, and that pitch misses high. It's a 2-0 count. Three-0, one out. Runner on first and second. The Coyotes looking to stop the bleeding here in the top of the third inning. That pitch hits across the plate, pushes the count 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Runners on first and second, the windup, and the pitch is going to miss low. And fill up the bases for number 27, Lila Hess. Lila Hess, the leadoff. The swing's going to be hit foul back into the net. Favre works ahead on the leadoff. It's bases loaded. It's a 6-0 lead for Logan. 1 out. Favre hits one high and deep. That's going to be one hopper off the fence, and that's going to bring in 2 runs as the runner heading to second slows down. There's going to be 2 RBIs for Hess. It's going to run the score to 8-0 here in the 3rd inning. Deep, high fly ball. The sun's just now peeking out of the clouds. I think it might have slowed the left fielder down just enough for her not to be able to get to it. That's a pop-up behind the catcher. She's unable to handle it, or get to it, rather. And the count goes to 0-1. So it's 1 out. Anna Rolla at the plate. Coyotes still looking to get an out. Ground ball to short. She's going to second, but they're not able to turn it in time. So that's going to retire Hess. Rolla's going to reach on a fielder's choice to the shortstop, Alyssa Holmes, who dumps it back over to Peters for the 2nd out of the inning. So runners on 1st and 3rd. 3rd inning. It's 8-0. The miss goes inside. They're going for her at second. Unable to get her. I think if the shortstop lets that ball go a little bit longer, they might have had a shot at the tag, but she covered it up to make sure it didn't go into the outfield, which I totally understand. You don't want to give up too many bases, but they had a shot there to get out of the inning as that goes foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. And runners on 2nd and 3rd. Nice change. Goes a little bit outside. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hard hit down the line once again. Skylar Rachel, the batter, with a 2-2 count here with 2 outs. 8-0. Coastal's looking to get the 3rd out and get it back in as it change up the balls here. Still a little bit wet, the grass out there. Ball hit the short. She's going to fire to first. That's going to be a 6-3 put out. Holmes to Brewer. That's going to stop the bleeding, but not before. Madison Favre coming to the plate. Should be batting in the place of Madison Freeman. And that'll take it back to the top with Watley on deck and Allen in the hole as pops up to second base. Futrell able to corral it in for out number 1. And that's going to bring up M.G. Watley. She gets ready for her second at bat of the day. Linehan still in the circle. We'll wind up in the pitch. Changeup's going to miss outside and high. So you got Watley up, Allen on deck. See if we can get something going here in the bottom of the third. They'll wind up in the pitch from Linehan's fouled off back to the wall. Hit the third. Ming fields it, fires it over to Upton, and that's going to be out number 2 of the inning. That's going to bring up Jada Allen. First pitch, fouled for a strike. Here in the bottom of the third. Wind up in the pitch from Linehan. Change up. Fouled into the stands, but unlike banana ball, that will not be an out. And Allen will continue her at bat with an 0-2 count. Pitch misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter. And the wind up in the pitch. Gets it to chase high for the strikeout swing and completed 3. Logan 8. Coastal North 0. We head to the top of the 4th. Here in Monroeville, Alabama, with JockJive.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the 4th inning. John C. Logan out of Carterville, Illinois. Their first game of the year. They're up 8-0 here. They're 1 game away from going to the World Series. Ground ball foul as number 15, Katie Futrell, at the plate, the second baseman. Like I said, they were 1 game away, lost 6-3 as Lakeland advanced to the World Series last year, and that's a Division I. The Warhawks 0-2 on the season and Division II JUCO. And misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike. So that kind of sets it up. It's 8-0 here. Bottom of the 4th. Coyotes need to get out here and get some outs pretty quick, and then try to get back and get more aggressive at the plate and try to make this thing a game. It's still early. As easy as John Logan put 8 on the board the first 3 innings. As the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coastal can put 8 on there as well. They just got to get the first one. But before that, here in the top of the 4th, they got to get the first out. The count moves full to Futrell. Madison Favre in the circle. She came in relief for Rihanna Johnson. And she gets the strikeout swinging from Futrell. And that'll bring up number 2, Kylie Irwin. I think that's the first time since the first inning that Coastal was able to get the first out of the inning, and that's a good start. It's maybe a curveball that came back over the inside. And ball hit in the gap. It's going to get to the fence. Left fielder Izzy Griggs brings it in and to the infield, but not before Irwin was standing on second base with a double. Highly impressed with the Logan crowd here. They brought a good contingency. I know heading to the beach, and they're going to be blessed with good weather this weekend. Ball's going to go, is that inside or was that outside of the batter? Either way, it was way into the right-handed batter's box. They should be enjoying some nice weather. As Irwin moves up third base. Got 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the 4th. That's going to be in foul territory. Again, this one second base and right fielder both going after. Kylie Irwin on third. Ming at the plate. That's going to be a strike 3 looking with a changeup. Sneaks it in there. And that's going to bring up Upton with 2 outs. Coastal looking to get out of this inning unscathed for the first time all game. Sometimes you get into the battles and you just want to win an inning at a time, win a pitch at a time, an out at a time. 2 outs, got the high fly ball. It's going to be infield to the second baseman. Delana Peters. That's going to be the 3rd out, and that's going to be the first inning that Coastal's been able to get a scoreless inning. They're down 8-0. We're moving into the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if they can get something started and get back into this game. We're from Monroeville, Alabama. This is JockJive.com. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We'll be right back after the break. All right, and we're back. First pitch strike to Destiny Holmes. Lauren Linehan continues in the circle for John Logan. And the second pitch. She tried to hold up, but she went through. It's going to move the count to 0-2. For number 22. Inside pitch, swung on, hit foul. Third baseman's at the fence, but it gets too far foul. Off the top of the dugout. That'll move the count, or continue the count at 0-2 with no outs. It's Holmes, who's moved from first base to behind the dish, is trying to get Coyotes going here. This is the spot to do it. 3-4-5, Holmes, Johnson, Brewer. She takes an outside changeup. Lauren Linehan for John Logan has been very effective today. She certainly hadn't been unhittable, but she's been very effective keeping runners off base and at bay. Count stays at 1-2 with the ball fouled off. It's going to be a slow roller to the pitcher, Linningham, to the first baseman, Upton. That's going to be the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the fourth. Now in the DP spot, start of the game in the circle, Brianna Johnson comes to the circle. First pitch misses as a ball. One 0 pitch. It's inside. Goes 2-0. The Coyotes have found themselves in a deep hole. The key right here is just going to get one bat at a time. This misses high 3-0 with only one out, getting a runner on, getting them over, getting them in. 8-0 is the mercy rule at 5 innings. So you got to get on the board here, at least continue the shutouts and try to use the last couple of innings to draw some blood here. It's a 3-0 count. It's right down the pipe for strike one. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 out. The original pitchers facing each other. Johnson digs in. And she takes what she thought was ball 4, but it must have caught the front corner. 4, strike 2. And the count goes full. Johnson tries to time up Linehan here. And a swing, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Hauled in by Trista Moore, and that's going to bring up number 18, Lydia Brewer. The swing and the miss. She chases it high and away. 1 out here, 1 strike. Need Brewer to come through right here. Use a hit, use a run. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through that one. And she's got an 0-2 count. Really what 2 balls look like. It's the Lady Vols out of Illinois. She's going to chase that one and foul it off. Tell you, I've seen 3 pitches, and it's an 0-2 count. Obviously, you don't typically groove it right down the middle, but I wouldn't throw anything close to the plate and might get her to swing after those first 3 pitches. And she does. She got 4 pitches and 4 balls, but she swung at all 4 of them. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Delana Peters. Two outs. Again, we're in the bottom of the fourth. Johnson gets caught in no man's land, but is able to get back. First pitch of ball, 1-0 count. With 2 outs. Love to see something get going right here. Again, it's the bottom of the fourth, and that 8-run lead could cut this game short. Nice take there by Peters. 2-0 count. Going to miss low. Or actually going to get across the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lanahan continues to work with 2 outs, runner on first. Checks his swing, soft slap for Peters into the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peters at the plate. Lanahan on the mound. She brings one over. First baseman doesn't have any choice but to go field it. Second baseman or pitcher, neither one goes to cover. And that's going to be a base hit for Delana Peters. Speedy second baseman has found that hole in the infield. And it's going to bring up Jacayla Williams. First pitch high. Williams takes ball 2. Count moves to 2-0. And we're going to have a coacher's visit to the circle. This looks like a visit. No reason to make a change. So we'll pause, and here she comes back with her instructions. 2-0 count, 2 outs. Just to kind of set it again in case you're joining us late. Here in Monroeville, Alabama, Coastal Alabama North versus John Logan College out of Illinois. 2-0 count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Linehan, our starter, still in the circle. A wind up in the pitch. It's hit up the middle. Got speedy, nice play by the shortstop to cut it off. Peters is able to move to second. They throw behind, but unable to get Johnson. So you got Johnson, Peters, a single by Williams, and Holmes is coming to the plate. Alyssa Holmes, the shortstop, coming to the plate to try to make a dent into the scoreboard for the Coyotes. Fouled off, down the third baseline. Go to 0-1. Alyssa Holmes here at the plate. Again, you got Johnson on third, good speed. Peters on second, good speed. Williams on first with pretty good speed. So you got a chance. A base hit gets in the green, you can probably score 2. But if nothing else, getting the ball into play, getting on base and being safe and scoring cuts that lead from 8-0 to 8-1. This is a big opportunity here for Coastal. 1 strike and pitch back to the pitcher. She bobbles it, but is able to handle it, get it over to first base, and that's Upton with the recorded out, number 3. And Coastal's unable to scratch the board here at the bottom of the 4th. We're going to move into the 5th inning. Score is 8-0. Coastal's down. We're here in Monroeville, Alabama. The sun's out. If you're close by, come on out and catch the end of this one in game 2 as well. That'll start shortly after. This is JockJive.com. It's Craig Howard, and we're going to send it to a break real quick. Welcome back, everybody. We're here in the top of the 5th. John Logan coming to the plate with an 8-0 lead. We've got Madison Favre still in the circle, who's been in relief for 1 2/3 innings. And number 4, Trista Moore at the plate. Ball 1. Hard hit ball. It's going to get to the fence in the gap. And she's rounding and going to be holding up at second base. That's Trista Moore with the stand-up double to lead off the inning. And that's going to bring up number 3, Delaney Hilp. If you saw earlier the diving play in center field, that was Hilp. Takes ball 1. Rob Coastal of at least a double. That ball's going to be hit high. The center fielder, she camps up. There's a runner that's looking to tag, but she's going to give a little head fake, and that's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up number 23, Natalie Fry. Natalie Fry comes to the plate. 8-0, top of the 5th, 1 out. And ball fouled back. Count goes to 1-1. Coastal able to get a scoreless inning last inning. Looking to do the same and then get back and try to get something on the board and extend this game. 2-1 count. Ball's fouled off. Pushes the count to 2-2 for Fry. I believe this is her first at bat of the game. She fouls it off. Continues her at bat. Throws the change, rolls off a little bit hard though, finishes high. Pushes the count to full here with 1 out. It's like maybe a pinch hitter or a new sub in on deck, number 20. Zach ball misses high. Number 20, Haley Pesquino. Haley Pesquino, she's going to come in to bat. For Anna Rolla. And that was Fry who drew the walk. She was in for Lila Hess. 8-0, 1 out. Pasquino comes in. See what she can do here. The wind picks up. She's going to get the outside corner. Grounded to short. She's going to third, get the lead. Can't handle it to get out of it, out of the glove. They've got her in and that's going to be an out here at third base. So they go to shortstop to third. They would get Holmes and Williams gets the tag out. Not able to get the ball out of the glove to try to get the out at first, but the runner at second gets hung out and tries to get the third and is thrown out at third as Williams makes the tag there. We're out of the inning. We're going to move to the bottom of the 5th. Coastal's down 8-0. Hopefully not their last at bat. We'll see if they can scrounge something up when we return from the break. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th. See what the Coyotes can do here. Leading off is going to be Madison Favre. Came in relief, got 2 scoreless innings. Got him out of a little bit of a jam in the 3rd. She's got 2 2/3 innings under her belt. Looking to extend the game and give herself a chance to get back out there. It's a 0-2 count. As Laura Linehan continues in the circle for the Lady Vols. And got the inside screwball for a swing and a miss, and out number 1.
Now batting number 3, NJ Wallace.
Bottom of the 5th, we hope that the Coyotes are not down to their final out. MG Watley back at the plate. First pitch strike. And misses high with a rise ball. She doesn't chase it. It's 1-1 with 1 out. The bottom of the 5th, 8-0. John Logan College. Mercy rule is 8 runs. It's going to catch the inside corner for strike 2. So if Coastal wants to keep this thing rolling, they've got to do something right here. They're down to 2 more opportunities, and then that's it. Ball's foul back into the fence. Continues at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball popped up foul and out of play. And the count continues at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 8-0, bottom of the 5th. Let's get something going here. Ball's hit hard, but a right fielder, Hess, able to track it down, and that's going to be out number 2. And that's going to bring up Jade Allen, the second baseman. See if she can continue it as well. This is a doubleheader, first game of a doubleheader, so stick around. In about 30 minutes, the next game will be coming up whenever that final out is recorded. That's going to be the second strike taken. We've got an 0-2 count here in the bottom of the 5th. Down to the last pitch. Opportunity. She's going to swing at it as it comes back inside, and that's going to be the ball game, folks. Coastal Alabama North loses to John Logan 8-0. We'll get ready to reset everything. Get ready for game 2 probably in about 30 minutes or so. We appreciate you listening. JockJive.com. Be sure and check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to us and follow action from all around the state. My name's Craig Howard with JockJive, and we will catch you in about 30 minutes. Final score, 8-0, John Logan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 2, Coastal Alabama North versus John C. Logan. Leadoff batter, number 27, Lila Hess, is at the plate. In the circle for Coastal is going to be number 18, Lydia Brewer. So Brewer in the circle, first pitch, 1-0 count. Did she take a shot at that? They're going to not check it, and it's going to go to 2-0 for Hess. First game final, 8-0. Logan, John C. Logan's first game of the season, a success as they move to 1-0. Coastal Alabama still looking for their first win. They fall to 0-3. So count goes to 3-0 for Hess. And she takes ball 4 and moves on to first base. Hess is catching. And they're going to check in the pitcher real quick. Coach is going to come out there and have a little chat with her. And we'll go ahead. Set the defense. You got Watley in center, Freeman in left. A. Holmes on shortstop. Peters on second, Williams on third, Johnson on first, Lydia Brewer in the circle, and Holmes, that's Destiny, behind the plate. And looking for stolen base. Did she even make it to the bag? No, and she's going to be out. She got a late jump, a great throw by Destiny, and records the first out. And also a strike on the pitch to number 10, Anna Rolla. So Hess leads off with a walk and is caught stealing. Rolla to 0-2. And that's fouled off out of play. I left off Jordan Rivera. I believe she's in right field. They had 2 third basemen listed. We're going to go with Rivera since she played out there last game. And that'll set the whole defense. 1-2 count. Misses outside to go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anarola, a couple of hits in the last game. They were able to pull out the win, 8-0. Ball's going to hit to the right field. Second baseman's able to come over and catch it at the line. That's going to be a nice play by Peters. And that's out number 2. And Lydia Brewer has already recorded 2 outs a little bit quicker than we had the last game. Now if they can get their bats going, we could maybe see that first win of the season for Coastal Alabama. And that's a line drive by number 7, Skylar Rachel. It's handled on the hot corner by Williams to record the third out, and that's going to be a walk and a caught stealing, pop out and a line out. And we've gone through the bottom of the first inning, or top of the first inning. We're heading to the bottom of the first. It's JockJive.com. Be sure and check us out on YouTube and subscribe to our channel for games throughout baseball, all junior college throughout the state of Alabama. We're going to hit to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. Welcome back to Monroeville, Alabama, here on the campus of Coastal Alabama North. Leading off, MG Watley. And she's going to take first pitch strike. So Watley is the center fielder for Coastal Alabama. She'll be leading off here. Chance to try to get her team on the board for the first time today. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball gets away there. Goes 1 ball and 1 strike. It's going to be a line drive. That's going to hit on the grass. It's going to make its way to the fence. She's got a chance for 2, and she's going to come in standing up. And that's going to be a leadoff double for MG Watley. That's Sammy Schultz is the pitcher in the circle for John C. Logan, the Lady Vols. And MG Watley's was able to get a double down the line, just inside the line, curve over and work toward the corner. And this is going to bring up Delana Peters. Speedy lefty. She's looking to bunt and takes the outside pitch for ball 1. And that's going to be outside again. That's a 2-0 count. And wind up in the pitch from Schultz is a little chop slap to the third baseman, unable to move the runner. And that's going to be the first out of the inning for the Coyotes. That's going to bring up number 20, third baseman, Jacayla Williams. Wind up in the pitch from Schultz. Going to miss inside low. So a leadoff double by Watley. Let's see what she can get going on. As a pitch misses and it goes to 2-0. John Logan, pitching coach, is going to come out and talk to the pitcher. Probably telling her, hey, we got to quit falling behind on every batter. I believe she started out behind all 3 batters this inning. Find yourself throwing extra pitches and getting yourself into bad hitters counts quickly. 2-0 count. Williams prepares to dig back into the box. Pitch misses low. Mishandled by the catcher. Watley decides not to go. The catch was made, but then in the exchange, lost it in her hand. The count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike here with 1 out. In the bottom of the first. Throw down to second Not in time, but close. Keep Watley on her toes. And pitch foul back. Count stays full. Here with one out. And misses inside. It's going to push the runners on first and second with the base on balls. Williams on first. MG Watley on second. It's going to bring up Rihanna Johnson. Sammy Schultz continues to struggle. Leads off with the strike there. It's going to go to center, and there's going to be a play at the plate. The throw is going to be off. She's going to be safe. It gets away in the back. So Watley's able to score. Williams is able to move to third. And Johnson with the single is able to move to second on the throw. And you got runners on second and third. Coastal Alabama has their first run not only of the game, but of the day. 1-0 Coastal. Nice hard hit into center field. Watley with the go sign all the way to the plate. And that's going to bring up Destiny Holmes. Takes the outside pitch, and Schultz gets the corner call. Hilp with the defensive play in center field, and the throw, catcher unable to handle it, and that gave, it might have been a play at third base, and that's going to go for a ball. But the catcher unable to handle it. It goes all the way against the wall and rolls around and allows everybody an undeterred extra base. We got a bunt going back to the pitcher. Wisely, nice play by the runner on third. It was not an all-out squeeze. And with the bunt going back to the pitcher, she took a look at third but didn't have a play. And by the time she looked around to second, nobody covering. Destiny Holmes was safe on the fielder's choice, and that's going to bring up Alyssa Holmes with the bases loaded. And first pitch, it's going to be a strike as she works ahead here. So one out, bottom of the first. Schultz leads off with a strike. A swing and a miss inside, almost hit her. I think the Coastal batters are setting up for outside movement, and she brought that one, a screwball, back on her hands. And almost took one in the body. This count goes to 0-2 with the bases loaded. It's going to be a ground ball to second. They're going to get the out at home. Nice play by Futrell to Hess to record the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Jordan Rivera. So Watley scores. That's Kayla Williams, unable to get to the plate in time. First pitch strike to Rivera. It's going to have Rihanna Johnson on first, Destiny Holmes on second, Alyssa Holmes on, third, second, and Holmes on first. Count 0-2, 2 outs. Schultz here fighting for a life here in the first inning. Bases loaded. One 1-0 lead by Coastal. The 0-2 count, digs in the windup pitch. Gets the screwball inside on her hands for the swing and the miss. Coyotes scratch one across, but were unable to get more when they had the bases loaded with one out. Into one. Coastal 1. John Logan 0. We go to the second inning. JockJive.com. Catch you after the break. Welcome back to the top of the second. John Logan coming to the plate. Down 1-0. Katie Futrell, Kylie Irwin, and Larkin Corty coming to the plate for the Lady Vols. First pitch misses high, ball 1. And the count goes to 2-0. Pop up high. Second baseman Peters under it, hauls it in for out number 1. It's going to bring up Kylie Irwin. Kylie Irwin, a couple hits last game. Swing, hard hit. Right field is going to get to the fence. She's going to end up at second base standing. And that's going to be the first hit of the game for the Lady Vols. And that'll bring up Larkin Corty. Larkin Corty be her first at bat of the day. She's playing right field. So Corty takes the first pitch, outside corner, call, strike. Brewer continues to work around the zone and wind up in the pitch. He's going to miss high. That's going to miss in the left-handed batter's box for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, a recap, first game. John Logan College out of Illinois, their first win of the year, 8-0 over Coastal. Coastal 0-3, still looking for their first win. Count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Their first win of the season. They lost a doubleheader earlier this year. And they're trying to get on track. That's going to be popped up to right field. We got a runner tagging. They're going to get it in. She's going to come to third standing. So Avera records the out in right field, gets it into the infield. But Kylie Irwin able to move to second base. Cordy flies out, and that'll bring up Audra Upton with 2 outs here in the top of the second. First pitch strike. And there's count moves to 0-2. Ball hit the center, but unable to get to it. It drops in for the RBI single for Upton as she drives in Kylie Irwin to knock the game up at 1-1. Ball just a little bit short for the center fielder. Unable to get to it. A lot of balls dropped in front of the outfield today. Ties the game at 1-1. Brings up Kara Phillips. He's looking to try to slap something here. Ball fouled back. 0-2 count. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 1-1. Ball in the dirt, handled by the catcher. Nobody's moving. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. For Coastal will be playing East Mississippi this weekend on Saturday at 1-3. Wind up in the pitch. Going to be called for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. First 2 games of the year, Georgia Highlands won 12-3 and 9-0. Coastal looking to bounce back here. Ground ball fouled back. Count remains 2-2 with 2 outs. Hard ball back to the pitcher into center field. It's going to be a base hit for Phillips. Upton moves to second. Watley corrals it and brings it in. You got Delaney Hilp, center fielder, coming to the plate. Brewer misses high. Didn't like the call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be a strike call. I'm sorry, that makes it 1-1. 1-1 with 2 outs. Top of the second. High ball flied into the infield. Third baseman Williams corrals it in. And in the top of the second, Logan's able to get 1 and tie it up 1-1. We go to the bottom of the second. Coastal Alabama coming to the plate with Izzy Griggs, Madison Freeman, and M.G. Watley coming up next. Welcome back. Bottom of the second inning, Izzy Griggs coming to the plate. It's again Izzy Griggs, Madison Freeman, and MG Watley. Score tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. Monroeville, Alabama. The sun is out if you're listening locally, and you can get over. Why don't you catch a couple of innings? It's beautiful out here, about mid-70s. As first pitch is called a ball. It's the home opener for Coastal. Pitch misses high for Sammy Schultz. This is the home opener. They're 0-2. John C. Logan out of Illinois, traveling from Carterville, Illinois. They're 1-0 after the win this afternoon. This is their opener. Gets the outside corner to move the count to 2-1 strike. Logan will be packing up and heading down to Pensacola tonight for several games this weekend. That's going to miss low to go to 3-1 strike. And the one thing, and I don't think the pitching coach was very happy about it, but Schultz did not start off with but one batter with a strike. Found herself behind. Almost every at bat. She rolls one right down the middle. Loads it up to the DP, Izzy Griggs. Izzy got some time in the outfield last game. Full count. Pitch swung on and fouled back. The Coastal Alabama will have, again, another doubleheader on Saturday starting at 1. So come on out and support the Coyotes. That's going to be a call, strike 3. I think the batter thought it might have been a little bit low, but new umpire establishing a new zone. It's been pretty consistent with that lower part of the zone so far. And that's going to be the first out as Madison Freeman comes to the plate. She gets the outside corner. First pitch, strike call. And that's going to be hit center field. Center fielder coming up hard. She's going to make a lunging play. That's going to be Hilp for her second diving or lunging play of the day to record the second out of the inning. Griggs with the backwards K. Freeman with a fly out. And we're back to the top of the lineup with MG Watley. She fouls one hard back to the net. Back to the top of the order. Let off with a double. Swings and misses there on the changeup. Got a double down the right field line, got to the corner. Counts 0-2 here. And misses low for ball 1. Fishing for that bottom part of the zone. See how far she can get down there. 1-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to miss outside for ball 3. Run the count full. As Watley faces Schultz here in the bottom of the second inning. Watley fouls that one back. Nice little park here on the campus. Full count. Fouled off. Coastal Alabama North. Right off the highway. The grass is green. It's 75 degrees outside. If you don't have anything to do, catch a couple more innings. It's a swing and the miss for strike 3 and out 3 for Watley. We're going to move to the top of the third. We've got a tie game. Logan 1. The Coyotes 1. We'll have Delaney Hilp, Lila Hess, and Anna Rolla coming up to the plate. We'll come back from the break. Actually coming to bat, number 27, Lila Hess. First pitch outside. She walked the first time up and was caught stealing. Ball 2 to Hess. 2-0 count. Lydia Brewer in the circle. Three-0 count. Brewer gets it across for first pitch. First strike, 3-1 count here in the bottom of the third. Lydia Brewer facing leadoff, Lila Hess. Pitch going to miss outside. Hess draws her second walk of the game. Hess thrown out trying to steal last time up. She gets a big lead. Ball in the dirt. It's going to be a ball as the batter Anna Rolla shows bunt. And she gets the bunt down, kills it. Catcher coming right out. They're trying to go to first to third. And she's going to be safe. That's Hess safe. Rolla out with a play from Holmes over to Peters. And then Peters across to Williams. Unable to get the tag over in time. So the sacrifice bunt by Rolla gets 2 bases. And now they've got a runner on third. With 1 out. Ball fouled off for Skylar Rachel, DP. Swing foul. Close to the dugout, but nobody hurt. One ball, two strikes. One out. Batter continues to battle. So Hess with the walk, sacked over to second and gets the next base when they throw Rolla out. So she's sitting in scoring position with the number 3 hitter, the DP Skylar Rachel, at the plate. Wind up in the pitch from Brewer is fouled off. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball hit foul territory. Third baseman Williams under it, corrals it in, and that's a big play, big out for Lydia Brewer. That's going to give them 2 outs here in the inning. And Hess is going to remain on third base. And that's going to bring up Katie Futrell. She hits one to short, backhand, knocks it down. Unable to make the play, though, and that's going to be an RBI single for Futrell. And that's going to score Hess and give them the lead, 2-1. First pitch ball. Hard hit ball by Futrell. Shortstop goes in the hole and backhands it, but doesn't have any kind of a play left. Once everything's moving, Hess is already heading to the plate. Count 2-0. Futrell's running. Ball goes into center, but she's going to stay at second, and that's going to be a stolen base for Futrell. Count moves to 3-0. And Kylie Irwin. Two to 1 balls. Wind up in the pitch. Hard hit to center field. Right at Watley, though. She's going to record the out. Logan's able to get one across, but no more. They do take the lead, though. We're going to the bottom of the third. Logan 2, Coastal 1, and we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. Monroeville, Alabama. Coastal North, and if you're wondering how this lays out, Coastal Alabama, the campuses in Baldwin County and Monroeville came together a couple of years ago. So the one in Baldwin, a little bit lower down south. First pitch on the outside corner, called strike to Delana Peters. So they are north on the coast compared to their compadres and Bay Minette in the south. Count goes to 0-2 on Peters. So 2-1 count. 0-2 count. Outside. Ball 2-1 Logan here in the bottom of the third. That's going to be a soft slap to second. She's played in enough where she's able to control it. Futrell fires it back over to Upton, and they're able to retire Peters. That's going to bring up Jacayla Williams. Williams walked her last time up. Takes first pitch outside for ball one. Outside ball two. That's going to come across for a strike on Williams. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch gets the outside corner. Pushes the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the windup in the pitch. She gets the swing and the miss. It's going to retire Williams. It's going to bring up Brianna Johnson, who singled her last time up. Sammy Schultz, since giving up a run in the first, has retired the last 5. And gets a strike call there. One of the things she struggled with, I think early on, the pitching coach probably addressed as she called timeout in the first inning, was getting ahead of the batters. She's been getting ahead of the batters the last 2 innings. She throws a curve, tries to get her to chase out. So since she's settled down, Coyote runners have been non-existent as the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike to Brianna Johnson. Ball fouled back to the fence. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two count, popped up into the infield. First baseman Upton able to get a beat on it. That's going to be another 3 up, 3 down inning. We're going to head to the top of the 4th. It's 2-1 Logan. They'll have Cordy, Upton, and Phillips coming to the bat when we come back from the break. Welcome back to Monroeville, Alabama. Here at Coastal Alabama North. Down 2-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. 79 degrees right now. John C. Logan College out of Carterville, Illinois. It's 40 degrees and raining, so they made a good decision to make the trip down this weekend. It's not always like that. But this time it is. They get a 40-degree swing. And the count is 1-1. Make that 2-1 to Larkin Cordy. Lydia Brewer still throwing strong. Hard hit ball to left. It's going to get to the wall. And it looks like she's going to make second base standing up with a leadoff double. It's Cordy, and Audrey Upton comes to the plate. The first baseman had a single last time up. Bunt, but it's in the air and it hits the batter, and so she's going to be out. Tough break for the batter. Kind of put her in no man's land. I mean, if she stops and goes, it gives the first baseman an opportunity to make the catch, and so they're going to have an interference call on the runner, and she's going to be out. Cordy's going to remain at second base, and that's going to bring up Kara Phillips. Runner on second, top of the fourth. One out. Kara Phillips to the plate. She singled her last time up. Hard line drive off of the pitcher into center field. Count goes to 1-1 with one out. Brewer misses high. Let's count 2-1. And the slap into the dirt hits the perfect spot right in front of the plate and just rolls right into no man's land. Phillips has another single. She moves Cordy to third. I would look for Phillips to steal right here. With one out, Delaney Hilt coming to the plate. And she's going to get the stolen base easy. And pitch misses. It's 1-0. Fly ball. Catches it going back. Ball's going to come in the third. Cordy's going to score. Phillips is going to stay. And that's a sac fly for Delaney Help. Second out of the inning, but it's going to bring Cordy in and push the lead to 3-1 as Phillips remains on second base. Brings up Lila Hess, the leadoff. Phillips getting a lot of ground on that lead. 3-1, 2 outs, 1-0 count. Brewer digs in. I tell you, I bet I'll say this: Phillips needs to be careful. She's very close to leaving early. Two-0 count, and she's definitely leaving early. Count 3-0. Phillips on second. Hess at the plate. 2 outs. And she gets a call, strike one. 3-1 count, 2 outs. Lead off at the plate. Lydia Brewer in the circle. 3-1, Logan, we need an out here. Fouled off. Pushes the count full, 2 outs. Full count. Swing and the miss. Brewer gets the strikeout. Crisis averted. It's 3-1 Logan. Come back. Coastal will be at the plate. They'll have Holmes, and Avera when we get back from the break. Welcome back. Coastal North. Destiny Holmes comes to the plate. Fielder's choice at last at bat. First pitch, ball. It's also the catcher. One caught stealing. First inning, leadoff batter. 1-0 count. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-1. Sammy Schultz is locked in since a shaky first inning. She gave up a double, ground out, a walk, and a single. That's fouled back off. Then was finally able to get out of the inning with a strikeout, and since then she's retired 7 straight batters. It's a 1-2 count. Destiny Holmes grounded to second base. Peters fields it, fires it to, Futrell fields it, fires it to Upton. That's going to be out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1. Misses low. This will be Alyssa Holmes coming to the plate. Shortstop. Swung on foul back. Wants the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Holmes holds. Ball in the dirt. Pushes the count to 2-1. And she reaches outside pitch. Fouls that one off to the bleachers. Count goes to 2-2. Ground to second. Futrell hauls it in. Fires it to Upton. That's going to be second 4-3 of the inning. Coastal started out hot. Schultz has retired 9 straight. She chases that one, does Jordan Rivera for strike 1. Oh, 1 count, 2 outs. Strike call, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to Futrell. This one gets under. It's looking like it was going to be a 4-3, 4-3, 4-3 inning, but she didn't keep the glove down and it got in the wicket. That's going to be the first error, maybe of the day. Rivera reaches on an E4. She's on first, and Izzy Griggs, who struck out looking last time, comes to the plate. First pitch across for a strike. And Schultz continues to work ahead of the batters after struggling early to get ahead. She's found her zone. She's winning the first pitch, and then she's able to win the at-bats. So that's fouled out of play for strike 2, and now we're at 0-2. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And the swing and the miss. Izzy Griggs' second strikeout of the game. It's going to take us to the top of the 5th. Coastal unable to score. No runs, no hits, 1 error. Go to the bottom of the 5th with Logan coming to the bat after the break. And we're back. Top of the 5th. Anna Rolla, Skylar Rachel, Katie Futrell come to the plate. Swing and a miss. Lydia Brewer continues to deal here in the circle. She's given up 3 runs off 6 hits through 4. See if she can keep that up as she meets. Nice snag by the left fielder. Freeman. It's Madison Freeman going back to her right and able to reach across her body and snag a hit from Logan, and that's going to be a leadoff out. Brewer continues on. Skylar Rachel comes to the plate. Phenomenal play there by Freeman. We've seen some really good plays today defensively, especially in the outfield. Second pitch ball. So we'll go 2-0 on Rachel. Like I was saying, Brewers facing her lineup now for the 3rd time. She got the K on Hess. Rolla took one hard, but was able to be corralled in by Freeman. So we'll see what she'll do as she continues to roll on here. Down 3-1. She gets it in. 3-0 count, goes 3-1. 1 out. To wind up in the pitch. Hit hard. Down right field. Off the bottom of the fence. Skylar Rachel in for a stand-up double. Futrell comes to the plate. She flew out her first time at bat, single the second time up. Stole a base. Second baseman almost had a perfect inning. Unable to handle the 3rd ball to her. Oh, the catcher almost throws it away. So she tried a block ball, goes out to her left. I think it was a dirt ball read to give her a stolen base. So Rachel moves to 3rd base with 1 out here in the inning and 1 ball. No strikes. Hard hit. That's going to be off the middle of the wall. And that's going to drive in Skylar Rachel. And that's going to bring in a relief pitcher. number 1, Madison Favre. It looks like we'll go to a break while she gets warmed up here. 4-1, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. All right, runner on second. That's going to bring up Kylie Irwin. 1 out. Favre inherits a runner. First pitch is a ball. Lydia Brewer, she gave up 4, all earned. And she's responsible for 1 more out there on second base. See if Favre can save her. Keep it tight. Favre came in relief last game and threw pretty effectively. Let's see if she can do the same thing here and keep them close, and maybe the bats can get going again. She misses high. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be ball 4. It's going to put Irwin on. She's been on a couple of times today. She scored in her first at bat. She stands on first. Futrell on second. All right, a little substitution. Blakely Black in right field for Avera. Might be not familiar with the roster yet, so Avera might be another pitcher. Should Favre not be able to find the plate, but she finds it right there for strike 1. Runner on first and second. Here in the top of the 5th, 1 out. And she gets up 0-2. Does the change high. Four to 1. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. Favre needed that one. Coastal needed that one. It's going to be the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Audra Upton. She was out bunting and ran into the bunt last time up. It's a pop-up down the first base line. His first pitch is a ball. First time up, she had a single. It's going to be a hard ball hit to center field, but it looks like it's going to be too high as the center fielder, Watley's able to corral it in. Favre's able to save the inning with no more runs. So Lydia Brewer's going to finish with 4 earned runs and 8 hits. Favre inherits runners but doesn't allow them to score. And it's 4-1 here as we go to the bottom of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th, 4-1. Sammy Schultz is settled in. We're on the JockJive.com network. Follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube. As Madison Freeman comes to the plate. Takes ball 1. Another score in softball world. Northeast Alabama 3, LBW 0. That's a final in game 1. Hard ball hit the center. Nice catch by the center fielder, Hilt. And that's her 3rd great play in center field of the day. She's taken away at least 2 outs, maybe a 3rd, based on her defensive play. And that'll be the first out of the inning. First pitch to MG Watley. It's a strike. MG struck out her first. She doubled and scored the only run of the day for Coastal. Struck out her 2nd time up. This leadoff has got the count to 2-0. And 3-0 pitch. This is low, ball 4. MG hustling down the line. And with 1 out, sitting on first base, got an opportunity to do something different. There'd been nine straight outs, then an error, and then another out. So really much ado about nothing since the first inning. But now we got a walk here. First pitch strike to Delina Peters. Let's see if they can get something going here. I don't know if that was a called strike or if she left her bat out. I'm assuming it was a called strike to make it 0-2 count to Peters. She takes the next pitch outside. Hit her 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball popped up to the shortstop for out number 2. Watley's going to stay there. JockJive Williams coming to the plate. That's going to be popped foul. The 0-1 count. Schultz continues to move along. At Northeast Alabama again over LBW. Northeast Alabama, a brand new program coming online this year under the direction of Joe Guthrie. Coach Guthrie, you may remember, was at UAB, then also an assistant at Arizona or Texas A&M, I'm sorry. He and his wife up there. Starting off pretty good so far. Here we need a run. It's 4-1. Hard hit ball to center field, but she's not going to have to move much for it. And Hilp, who's run down 3 balls already, just has to stand there and collect this one. That's going to end it for the 5th inning. It's 4-1 Logan. We'll go to a break. Welcome back. It's the top of the 6th. Kara Phillips, who had 2 singles and a stolen base so far today, faces Madison Favre. First pitch ball. Phillips with a hard drive up the middle. And a soft slap second time up. And takes the outside corner. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike as Favre got out of a jam in the last one. See if she can make quick work of the 8-9-1. This isn't your average 8, though. Delaney Hilp, who had a sacrifice RBI earlier in the game, on deck, and then back to the top of the lineup with Hess. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's going to be fouled off. Popped up in foul territory. And Phillips will take another crack at it. Speedy slapper. Line drive. Is that going to get to the gap? Either way, she's going for two. She's going to be there. Throw goes past the shortstop covering. And Phillips with a double. She's 3 for 3 for the day. And with the lead off on the base paths, that's going to bring up Delaney Hilp. Favre works ahead with a called strike one. Hard hit ball to center. Phillips coming around. Scores without a challenge. Pushes it to 5-1. On the single by Help. And we're going to have a couple of changes here. We'll go to a break, figure out what all this movement is about, and we'll let us throw some warm-up pitches, and then we'll give you all the changes, and we'll get moving from there. It's 5-1, no outs here in the top of the 6th. All right, welcome back. Jordan Rivera in the circle. Ball gets away from the catcher. And the runner able to go from first to third. That's Delaney Hilp as Lila Hess is at the plate. Top of the 6th, 5-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1 count. Lila Hess is the leadoff. Runner on third, Delaney Hilp, is the responsibility of Favre. Favre moved to first base. Johnson moved to right field when we went to the break, and that's going to be in the dirt, wild pitch, and that's going to score Hilp. And that run's going to be charged to Favre. So she gets 2 earned runs as the score goes to 6-1. And she gives up 2 hits in I guess 2/3 of an inning, I believe. Pitch misses. It's 3-1. So 3-1 count, 6-1. John Logan College out of Illinois, leaving 40-degree rainy weather to come down here to 79 degrees. They're not treating the host very hospitable right now. Full count to Hess. See what Rivera can do here against the Vols as they get to the top of the lineup. You got Hess, Roland, Rachel up. Nobody on, nobody out. That's going to be a soft ground ball. Vera's going to pick it up and fire it over to first base. Farr's going to record the out, and Hess is going to be out on the ground ball. And that will be the first out of the inning. Bring up Anarola. And letting go a little. The release is a little bit early on several pitches. That one's early and inside enough to hit Rolla. She's going to take the hit by pitch, and she's going to roll it to first base. 6-1 with one out. And that's going to bring up Skylar Rachel, lined out, popped out in foul territory, doubled, had a stolen base on a dirt ball read. She comes up for the fourth time, the DP in the 3-hole. One of the tough things right now is that finds this hole, ground ball finds a hole to left field. That's going to move Rolla to second base. It's a cleanup. Futrell comes to the plate. Now we're looking the 6-1 situation, but a run that could end the game at the plate now. Hits it to short, fires it to third. Nice play from Holmes to Williams to get the lead out. 6-1. Looking for a chance to get out of this mess as Irwin comes to the plate. First pitch strike. Irwin with a double and a run earlier in the game flew out to center field and then also walked. Hard ball to second, handled. Can't get up in time though. Fires over to third. It's under the legs. That's going to be an error on the third baseman, and all the runners are going to move, and that's going to make it 7-1. Should have just put that ball in her pocket. Now it's 7-1. Runners on second and third. That was a hit. The second baseman, Peters, had to go a long way to get to it, but then the throw to Williams was an error. I believe on Williams for not being able to handle it. Even though it was in the ground, it was rolling. And that's going to bring Larkin Cordy up to bat. She flew out her first time, had a double her second at bat, and then struck out her last at bat. If I'm not mistaken, too, that's Coastal's first error of the game, or of the day. I know it's the first of the game. 2 strikes, 7-1. Nice changeup, but doesn't get the corner call on it. That's a great pitch, especially in 0-2. Cordy lives to see another pitch, and that one's going to finish in the dirt. Pushes the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. 2-2 is the catcher. And we don't get the outside corner. And the count goes full. Base hit could be detrimental here. That's going to be ball 4. I don't know how she laid off of those 2 changeups. Those are 2 great pitches. But I guess they're coming in high. And that's going to load the bases up for Audrey Upton. Again, a base hit, score 2, makes the score 9-1, and now we're in danger of run rule, cutting the game a little bit shorter than you might want. Soft ground ball back to the pitcher. She goes to first base. Nice play because the catcher was not at home. Great play by Avera to fire it over to Favre, and that's going to be out number 3. 7-1 Logan. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th after the break. Welcome back, bottom of the 6th. Brianna Johnson coming to the plate with the Coyotes. The Vols still have Sammy Schultz in the circle. His first inning, he gave up a run on 2 hits and has blanked the Coyotes for the next 4. Giving up 1 walk and 1 error in those 12 outs. First pitch strike, again, leading off, getting ahead. That's going to be popped up and out of play. The catcher, Hess, runs out of real estate. 0-2 count. Popped up foul. Just to recap, Coastal started out a double, able to get by Watley. She was able to get in and score. Coyotes were able to strike first. That's going to be a pop-up, but the catcher went the wrong way and then recovered and got the out for out number 1. Nice recovery by Hess.
Now batting number 22, Destiny Holmes.
And that's going to bring up Destiny Holmes. So they got 1 run off 2 hits in the first inning. Logan was 3 up, 3 down. In the first inning. Then gave up a run in the second, a run in the third, a run in the fourth, a run in the fifth, and 3 in the sixth. They've been able to get 12 hits in that time. And that's going to bring in, that's going to do it for Sammy Schultz. She's going to leave as the winning pitcher right now of record with 5 1/3 recorded outs. We're going to bring Haley Pesquino back into the game. We'll take a quick break and return when she's done. All right, we're back. 7-1, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Haley Pasquino might have got a save. I don't know if she had enough. I think they had too big of a lead by the time she came in. First pitch, 1-0. It's going to go 2-0 to Destiny Holmes, who grounded out her last time up. She flew out her first time up. Pitch misses inside, and count goes to 3-0. I said earlier, in case you missed it, John Logan out of Illinois heading down to Pensacola for the weekend. A quick stop here in Monroeville. And that's going to be ball 4. It's going to put Destiny Holmes on the first base and bring up Alyssa Holmes. With 1 out here, and we have a runner for Holmes. Number 21, Carrie Matheny. Other ACCC update, Pensacola State 9, Coastal Alabama North 1 in baseball. And that's Pensacola State 9, Coastal Alabama North 1 in baseball. Pasquino misses in the dirt. Wild pitch gets away from her. That allows the runner to move on. It's Carrie Matheny. So Matheny on second. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. That's foul back into the catcher. Umpire calls time. I think it might have got a little bit of a sting, but no coach. Umpire kills a little time, lets her shake it off. Ball count goes to ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Matheny on second, the pinch runner for Holmes, who walked. Wind up in the pitch, is going to miss low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the count goes full. Ground ball to third, handled by by Irwin. Fires it over to Upton. The runner advances on the throw, but able to record an out and move to 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Jordan Rivera, who's now the pitcher of record. First pitch strike as she starts to work ahead as well. Misses low. Ball fouled out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. 7-1. Runner Matheny on third base. And the strikeout to end the inning. We're heading to the top of the 7th. The score, Logan 7, Coastal 1. Coming up to bat, Kara Phillips, Delaney Hilt, and Lila Hess when we return. Welcome back, top of the 7th. Leading off, Kara Phillips, who's 3 for 3 today. She's got a single and a stolen base, and a double and a run scored. The Slappers left it in the dirt, hit one down the middle, and hit one in the gap. So she can pretty much do it all. Takes ball 2. Vera digs in, misses. Oh, it's going to be a called strike. Got 2 balls and 1 strike. Ground ball to short. I don't think you're going to even have a play, and you're not. Kara Phillips, 4 for 4 today. I have a feeling she'll probably try to take this base as well. She's not going, but that's going to be ball 1 on Delaney Hilt. Hilt, who's flown out, had a sack and a single. She's 1 for 2 on the day. 3 phenomenal plays in the outfield. Has really had her worth there. Literally taking away 2 outs at the very least. And she takes a 2-0 pitch for a strike call. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to fall in front of the center fielder, Watley. Hilt with her second hit of the day. That's going to bring up Lila Hess. Hess comes to the plate with 2 walks, strikeout, and a ground out. She's 0 for 2 today, but she did score a run. She also got caught stealing in the first inning as well. She's going to take first pitch ball. Ball misses high and away. Ball hit high. Dies though. In the left fielder Freeman's glove. I get the ball in. And Hess flies out for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Anarola. She got hit by a pitch last time up. She swings. That ball's going to be up, but I don't know. Oh, nice play by the shortstop. Tags up, though. The speedy Phillips. Hilp advances on the throw, but the shortstop, Holmes, with a heck of a play to go out and get that ball. Record the second out. They got a chance to get out of this inning unscathed with Skylar Rachel coming to the plate. That's going to be another fly out, and that's going to be straight to center fielder Watley, who hauls it in. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the seventh. Coyotes need a bunch. 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting number 23, Izzy Graves.
All right, welcome back. First pitch. Bunted back to the pitcher, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Izzy Griggs. That's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the seventh. Haley Pasquina looking to come in. That's foul back. Go to 0-2. So 0-2 count. Swung on. Missed. And the K for Madison Freeman. Down to the final out. MG Watley comes back to the plate. She holds one of the two hits. She scored the only run. And a last-ditch effort, down 7-1. Let's see if we can drive 7 back in. Swing and a miss for strike one. Pitch misses outside. Watley swings and misses. Two outs, 1-2 count. Pasquino misses. Wind up in the pitch. The shortstop. Rolla over to Upton, and that's going to be out number 3. And that's going to be a final from here in Monroeville, Alabama. We've got JockJive.com. Be sure and follow us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Logan goes to 2-0. They'll be heading to Pensacola tonight. Coastal North, they fall to 0-4. They will be at home at 1 o'clock against Eastern Mississippi Junior College. Rundown, John Logan, 7 runs on 14 hits. They made an error. Coastal North, they had a run, 2 hits. They had 1 error. The winner for today is Sammy Schultz. Lydia Brewer with the loss, and Haley Pasquino could have possibly gotten the save there. I don't have the official score in front of me. That's going to do it for us. Final score, 7-1, John Logan. JockJive.com. I'm Craig Howard signing out. Be sure and follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube and JockJive.com.